guys, welcome back to another episode of Atlas Survival Shelters. I just spent 7 days in Europe visiting like 10 bunkers. World War II bunkers, Cold War era bunkers, and bunkers that I was building. But before I went to Europe last week, I went to Canada and I went up there and saw Canadian Prepper Studio. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like from behind the camera. So guys, I had to stop by and see Canadian Prepper. This is his new studio from behind the scenes. There's Nate. So what you got here, Nate?
Today, we're just reviewing some body armor. Some backpack body armor. We got some Premier body armor. Great place to go, American made stuff. On the wall, we got, we can display firearms, but you gotta jump through hoops. You gotta put, locking mechanisms on the trigger assembly. So I just bypassed all the firearms and we just got the medieval type stuff. So we got some crossbows, some bows, we got a Kettle, which is probably one of the fastest ways to boil water.
Really?
Oh yeah, lightning fast, because it boils in 360. The fire actually goes under there and it comes through here.
Oh wow, it's kind of like a Swedish torch in a way?
Similar, yeah, similar concept. Yeah, it's what do they call it? Wood gas sort of effect.
Where are those made?
I believe these are made in the UK.
Really? I've never seen one of these.
Kettle. They're one of those things that's going to last forever.
Huh. That's cool. Yeah. So what's this food down here? My guy in Poland wants me to pick some of this food up and take it to Poland.
This is the best freeze-dried food on the market.
And what is it?
It's peak refuel. And the reason why it's so good is because it's not marketed to preppers. You see, the food that's marketed to preppers, companies hope that they never eat it and they put it in a closet for 25 years. This stuff is marketed towards, hunters, campers, people who repeat sellers.
Yeah.
Right? So they want people to come back. So they don't want you, puking it up and never, cursing the company's name.
It's basically like a mountain house.
It's like Mountain House, but actually it's better than Mountain House.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're going to have to put it to the test, aren't we?
It's one of the best kept secrets in freeze-dried food right now.
Well, I'm going to buy a box for me. I'm going to take it all the way to Poland for my guy.
Hello, Nate. Thank you very much for the food salad. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, we got our cold steel trench hawk. A nice, affordable little tomahawk. Would be a great self-defense weapon. We got our Wetter Hall axe. These are have been out of stock for about a year, unfortunately. This is Haltafors.
Why has it got two blades?
This is I think the idea was if you were chopping away all day, you wouldn't have to sharpen your axe halfway through the day. So you could, and because it has a lot of weight to it, it works great as a felling axe or a splitting axe. Then we got our, this is the Mad Max Mayhem tool.
I've seen those. What does it do?
This is the Stanley Fubar. It's just a...
Stanley Fubar?
Yeah.
Fubar?
That's what
Isn't that from that movie, Saving Private Ryan?
Fubar.
Fubar?
Well, there's actually a Canadian movie called Fubar. You should watch it. It's funny. It's hilarious, actually. This is the Fubar 3, so it's just a wrecking tool, a breaching tool for, prying stuff, hammering stuff.
So every guy should have one of those in his toolbox, eh?
Yeah, I would say so. You can't go wrong, right?
So you got the pig
Definitely
sticker, I see.
Apocalypse ready.
You got the pig sticker, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's for stabbing pigs.
That's the cold steel boar spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably could use that down.
There's that light you had that time we went out, right?
This is actually an older one. This is the Olight Marauder. I believe it's the X9. So this one it's actually a little out of date. We don't actually sell Olight products, but I gotta set that up.
You do those promotions every now and then?
I used to do promotions for them once in a while. And we got the Katana Boy 1000.
Golly, that thing's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it about? Jesus, what is it, about 8 feet long or something? Pull it down. I bet it's 2 feet taller than your head.
It's probably about 7 feet tall or something.
Wow. Put it down. Yeah, stand it down.
Yeah.
That's 2 feet over your head, buddy.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is crazy. I bet that thing will cut to a big log.
Yeah, and it's a very thick blade, so you don't have to worry about this thing.
I've seen what those things will do in the woods. Wow.
Yeah. This is for, logs, I'd say in excess of a foot. And you really need some kind of sawhorse or something to hold the log down, because it's so aggressive and it pulls. Like if you're cutting off the tree, this is good, but you need something to kind of hold that weight down. Otherwise, it's going to be flopping around all over the place.
So are you a samurai now? Are you a Japanese warrior, Nate?
Once in a while, sometimes I love. I put on the plate carrier and the samurai saw, and
so this is your own little invention right here. I got one of those. These are cool. That's your little hang-up bags.
Yeah, well, this is a bug-out roll. So this one is all medical. So that's the primary use of something like this, is for medical purposes, because you can see everything at a glance. If you want, you could label it, but sometimes seeing is better than a label.
Did you put all that together, or is that a kit you're selling?
This is something I put together.
So they can buy this right here.
You can buy all these individual components. I mean, if you bought all the individual components, it probably cost you several $100s. It's something you do over time, right?
Wow.
We just sell the roll itself. Like these are very strong materials. They're meant for outdoor abusive environments. So this is 30 gauge vinyl. These are number 10 zippers, 600 denier Cordura fabric. So really tough stuff. This is actually a 1,000 denier real tree. So these are a bit more expensive because most people don't realize, but this is a patented fabric. So it costs a lot more, unless you're just getting the knockoff stuff from China, which most people are getting.
What do you got in this one? Food and supplies?
This is just little trinkets. You got firebox stove, sharpener, binocular, flashlight, headlamp, emergency blanket, amateur ham radio, some Zippo hand warmers, some fire starters, some snacks, some flares, a little shovel, bear spray, survival kit, things like that.
So is that Mira?
This is a Mira gas mask, CM6M, and this is the powered air respirator. So this is going to allow you to run and gun with the gas mask. Most people don't realize that to use a gas mask, it takes a lot of lung power. Okay, so
it's hard to breathe in there.
It's hard to breathe in there. Yeah. So if you're out of shape and you put on a gas mask, don't expect to do a lot of work.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have this, it'll be like breathing normally, because you're trying to breathe through a filter, which is like a condensed,
and this is the filter down here?
These are the filters down here. So this thing turns on and it powers. So it actually does the breathing for you, essentially. Makes a world of difference. So you can run with a backpack with this powered air purifier, but if it's just with the gas mask, you're probably only going to make it like 100 yards.
Really? So all right. Well, you've done a video on one of these?
I briefly mentioned it in a recent video.
Okay. So that's basically a powered breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
For a gas mask.
Powered air
for
purifier.
people out of shape like me.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it could probably get you a few extra blocks.
And what else you got?
This is a cool crossbow. This is actually the Twin Strike. So this actually has two. You can load it up. You can shoot 2 arrows at once. So if you miss your first shot, you can take another shot. We've done a review of this before. And very powerful dual.
I saw your video on that.
Yeah, it's Excalibur makes great stuff, and because it's recurve,
yeah.
it's a lot simpler than a compound bow, but you're getting really high speeds.
Well,
yeah, and it's got a built-in crank system too, so you don't have to, This is probably one of the best books. Everybody should have that in their arsenal. You should probably go down and visit them if you get a chance. Dr. Joe and Amy Alton.
Really?
Great people, yeah.
All right, what's with the umbrella?
That's the Unbreakable security umbrella. So we've done a review on that. It's a self-defense umbrella. So the idea
looks like it's got a bullet on the end of it or something.
It's just it's just a.
It's not a gun, is it?
No.
I was gonna say, cool. In America that would be a gun.
In America that would be cool.
Well, of course they have
Canada,
those.
that's cool to us.
Yeah.
But it'd have to be at least it'd have to be able to shoot something for that to be.
You think Trudeau would allow that?
He probably wouldn't allow it as is if he had the chance. So, I don't think he wants anybody with a stick, bigger than the width of somebody's thumb. So this is Silky Zubat saw, and we got our Silky Nada, and we got a Fox Machete. This is just a Linton knife that I picked up many years ago. This is Survival Lily knife. This is very popular with a lot of people. This is probably one of our best-selling knives. It's very similar to the Cold Steel SRK, but it's a bit more beefy, and yeah. So unfortunately, no inventory of that.
The old compass thing.
This is a Kamenga Compass. Those are probably one of the most sought after heavy-duty compasses a lot of the military guys use. We got our Nipix bolt cutters, good for any bug-out bag. Then we got our handmade Coyote Mitts.
I saw those last time I was here. Those
are
cool.
Local trapper.
Those are not cheap either, are they?
They're around 300 USD.
They're soft. And these are warm though.
Oh yeah, you need that. If you're going to survive a Canadian winter, you only hunt here in the fall and the spring, but you need that kind of stuff to survive.
You think I need those in Texas?
Not yet. No, maybe. The weather's so crazy lately. The weather's so crazy that, at some point you might.
Oh my God, it's snowing, babe, it's snowing. Snowing again? Babe, get my 22. We're about to end this.
And what's that last thing?
This is just a gas container. Not many people know about these. I'm going to mount it on my vehicle. I just have it here for now. But it's a really cool gas container. It's made of a really thick plastic. It's very much like the Scepter NATO military gas cans.
Has it got 2 cells or 1?
It's got 1, but this
Okay.
is actually, you can mount it.
Oh, that's the mounting brackets. Okay, I see those on the side of Jeeps.
Yeah, the ones you usually see though, they're orange and they're not built with this heavy duty military.
So you can put water or fuel in there.
You can put water or fuel. With this one, the company claims you can use it as a traction board. So if you get stuck, you can shove this under the tire.
Really?
I don't.
I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, unless it's all you got and you're in the last ditch situation. But no, it's just really built heavy duty.
Wow.
You don't see these. You see the shape, but you don't see it with this level of thickness and durability.
And you're carrying those now?
We're not carrying those. No, we carry another brand of fuel container called Scepter, but we can't sell them in the States because of different safety standards.
So how long have you had this up?
This has just been about a week now. We're still kind of breaking in our new studio. We're going to have our kitchen set right next to this one. If you kind of pan over there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's going to be the set.
You're going to be a regular Julia Childs, aren't you?
We're going to be like the Martha Stewart, the Martha Stewart of prepping.
Coming to you soon from Canadian Prepper. Well, Nate, this is really cool. I'm glad you let me see your new studio from the backside. But guys, you saw it here first. What?
Can't show you the rest. Otherwise, we'd have to kill you.
You heard it yourself. Canadian Prepper wants to kill Atlas Survival Shelters, only on YouTube. Wow! Nate is gonna have one hell of a showroom, and I'm sure his cooking's gonna be fantastic, and he'll be bringing you a ton of videos. Guys, a note, in March of 2023, I'm gonna have the preparedness show that I've been organizing for 2 years now. Because of the COVID, I couldn't get going. But I'm going to have kind of a show similar to what was in Utah, the Bee Preparedness Show, except my show is going to have all that stuff and all the top YouTubers that you guys like to watch every day. That includes Canadian Prepper, Survival Lily, Fowler's Makery and Mischief, City Prepping, and so on and so on. So if you watch anybody in the survival industry and they want to come to the show, you get a chance to meet all of them and me at the same time. So guys, as always, I love you. I will see you in the next video.